Hi there, so in this video I want to show you a way of searching on DAFT that in my experience not too many people know about and I find really useful. So the first thing is you're going to use the DAFT app on your phone. This only works on your phone on the app version, it doesn't work on your desktop. So that's the first thing. Get DAFT as an app on your phone. The second thing is set up an account with DAFT. If you don't have an account with DAFT, it means you won't be able to actually save properties in your search. So we've assumed now you've got the DAFT app and you've set up an account. Now, here's what I'm suggesting you do as a way of searching. You see where it comes to, let's assume you want to buy a property. So we go in here and we click buy. And let's assume you want to buy in Dublin, but you don't really know exactly where, but you have one or two key reference points in Dublin that are important to you. E.g., maybe you have a friend who lives in Dundrum and maybe you work in the Irish Financial Services Centre. So those two reference points are important to you. So what I'm suggesting you do is do this. Add in those two reference points on DAFT. And let's do that first and then I'll talk you through why we're doing it. So here's the location. And we're going to say add a custom location. And we know that you have a friend in Dundrum. So we're going to take the Google bar, the search bar, the location bar, and we're going to move it up here to Dundrum. And you see here in the top it says Dundrum Road, Dundrum. So we're going to click yes, save that, because I have a friend up in Dundrum and I'd be quite happy to live up there. So we're saving that location. And I work in the IFSC down on the north side of the river. So I'd be quite happy to live close to where I work either. So we're going to go down over here to the IFSC, which is roughly on the opposite side of Trinity. Now in this, you need to actually know where you are. You need to know the actual location of where you're searching because you can't just type it into the search bar. That's a weakness, but my feeling is that if you're buying a property in Dublin, the chances are at least you've got one or two fixed points that are of interest. So we're going to drop our key here on North Wall, North Key, because we're roughly in the Dublin Docklands here in the IFSC. So we're going to save that, save. Now, let's just say you are, so we're going to apply that. We just click on apply. So let's start with your workplace. You want to buy somewhere near the North Wall, and let's say you're a first-time buyer will make your maximum search 400, because usually first-time buyers in Dublin only have 380 to spend. And let's say you'd like to share it with someone so they can help you pay your rent. So that's a minimum of 2 beds, and you are only, well, you're open to a house or an apartment. Otherwise, if you'd only wanted a house, you'd go into any property and you'd click on house and confirm. And if you're open to either, you wouldn't go do that last step. So we search. Okay, so here we can see some houses that come up close to North Wall. And it's really handy because what happens is that DAFT drops a pin on the centre of your search in North Wall and then spirals out both north, south, east and west from where you have dropped that pin and finds you properties that circle out in nearness to that property. And I really love that feature. So that is what I'm talking about by adding a custom location on Google DAFT. So let's just say you're looking at this particular at one of these properties and you think, yeah, I quite like Shamrock Cottages on North Strand. You'd save it and there you go. So isn't that a useful thing? Now that's going to be saved in your DAFT folder. So, and equally, if you wanted to then say, well, I'm more open to buying in Dundrum because that's more residential perhaps and it's where my friend lives. So you'll see it has saved all your search criteria. It has just changed the location. So you click search and now you see, you've got a nice red brick 2 up, 1 2 down house in Dundrum. So you can have saved that or Willowbank, etc., etc. So I love that feature of DAFT. It's the add the custom location feature on DAFT, and there it is there. You find it under location or under the last location you've actually searched on. That's where you'll find it. Great. So I hope you found that useful. Thank you for watching.